Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Life Hands-On. I'm going to build a shade house because I need to get my plants out of my small barn and get them in a shade house, and I have some plans for doing a lot more plant starts and grafting this summer. So this is my frame. It's going to be made out of 1-inch. My plan is to take some pressure treated 1x8 lumber, put one across the bottom, one across the side, and then one across. I've also found that it's easier to glue the fittings on instead of crawling around on the floor gluing every one of the joints. I can minimize that by gluing the fittings on one end of the pipe. I've already cleaned the fittings. Now I'm just cleaning the end of the sections of pipe. This will be the vertical one that comes off the bottom. This first one that I did will be the one that goes across the top. It's almost 9 feet inside to the top. So I'm going to have plenty of height in the middle that I can hang some sprinklers, and I certainly won't have to worry about bumping my head. All right, get a fitting. While you're waiting for the joint to set, you can quote your favorite Bible verse, you can sing a song, you can think about what you're going to do next instead of just sitting there breathing those fumes. Okay, I've started assembling the frames. I made these things up top to hold it in place while I put the horizontal and diagonal braces on. Okay, so I've attached the diagonal brace at the bottom. I've started my screw in the top, and I'm going to put a level on it and get the end plumb. Thought it moved. It's probably not critical that this is dead on plumb. I don't think the plants will mind, but if you're gonna do it, let's do it right. Okay, my phone fell and broke the microphone receiver off my phone, so I'll talk loud. I'm using 1.5-inch wood screws to fasten the diagonal brace going the other way. I don't need to plumb this one because it's going to be in the center of the shade house, and it should be plumb anyway. So here's my extra set of hands on this end. I have a bungee cord. As you can see, I've pre-drilled my screw locations because I'm trying to fumble around with the tape measure up there. and mark it and then drill it. It's a whole lot easier to do it on the ground. Bungee cords make a great second pair of hands if you don't have a second pair of hands to help you. Putting the finishing touches on it right now. I think. All right, we're putting these bungee balls on here to hold the shade cloth down. And I'll show you in here what we have. I think I touched on it. I sort of engineered this on the fly, so I didn't really have a plan. I just sort of made it up as I went along. But what we have is we have 10-foot 1-inch PVC. We have 5-foot PVC for the legs. Another 5 feet of PVC for the rafter, and that's 35 and 5/8 inches up there. So we have 90-degree fittings, 45-degree fittings, 45-degree fittings, and I have it bolted. I have the pressure treated bolted with a 2.5-inch bolt with 1.25-inch fender washers and a nylon lock nut. And then the wood to wood connections, I just use an 1.5-inch square drive washer head screw. So it makes it somewhat portable if we're expecting a huge storm, or if I decide that I want to shrink it part of the way or add on to it, I can do that. If we are expecting a hurricane, I'll probably just take the bungee balls off and anchor it to the ground with this 3/8-inch rebar that I have bent in a candy cane shape. I'll just drive it in the ground and let it hook over the 1x. I'll probably put maybe 3 per side, maybe even just 2 per side, and that will be that. And it's somewhat portable because 2 people can move it. I can lift this side, somebody else can lift the other side. Probably be easier if they had 1 person on each corner. But anyway, there's my shade house. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you the next time. All right, this is my extra set of hands here. It's a bungee cord. I hope it holds. I've pre-drilled all my bracing, and that way I'm not trying to fumble with the tape measure and trip over stuff. And that didn't work well.